You know how sometimes two people can look at the same world and see it completely differently? That's what I kept thinking about when I watched Akira Kurosawa and Charlie Chaplin. Both tell stories about people who are struggling, but their ways of showing it are worlds apart. One uses rain, silence, and shadows, the other, laughter, chaos, and tears. Yet somehow, both feel equally human. So let's start with Akira Kurosawa. And one of the first films I watched of his was Rashomon. And I honestly didn't understand what was happening. The same story kept repeating. Different people, same event, and every version felt completely true. What makes Kurosawa so interesting to me is how visual his filmmaking feels. It's like every frame has movement even when nothing is moving. He uses nature, rain, wind, and light to tell you what people are feeling without them saying a word. Like in Rashomon, it's raining the entire time. People tell their versions of the truth. It's chaotic. The camera was never just watching. It feels like it was moving with the character. That's what made his style so powerful. It wasn't about fancy shots or perfect timing. You can tell that he really believed that cinema wasn't just storytelling, it was truth in motion. When I think about his themes, Kurosawa often talks about morality, justice, and human decency. But he never paints anyone as fully good or bad. In Rashomon, everyone's lying in their own way, but not because they're evil. They're just human. That's what I love about his work. He's not trying to give answers. He's trying to make us think. What does truth even mean if everyone has their own version? And maybe that's what he's really trying to portray. That understanding each other is harder than judging each other. One element that really stands out in his films is the use of elements of nature. Rain for tension, wind for conflict, sun for clarity. It's not just a background, it's like another character. And maybe that's a part of his filmmaking style, using the environment to reflect on what's going on inside the people. There's always the sense that nature is bigger than us, that it sees what we can't see. When I think of Charlie Chaplin, the first image that pops into my head is the little man with the hat, the cane, and the walk. It's funny. Even people who have never seen his movies instantly know who he is. But when I actually sat down and watched the kid, I realized that there's so much more to him than just slapstick. The movie starts off with humor, but it slowly pulls you into something emotional. It's about this poor man who finds an abundant baby and decides to raise him. And the way Chaplin balances comedy and heartbreak, it's just so clever. Like one minute you're laughing at him breaking windows to get business, and the next you're actually feeling bad for him because he's just trying to survive. It's all done without a single line of dialogue, just expressions, body language, and timing. That's what really stood out to me. Chaplin's control over timing. Every moment, every look feels rehearsed but natural. It's like he knew exactly how long a silence should last before a laugh hits. And even though it's black and white and silent, you still feel every emotion he's trying to show. Theme wise, his films always circle around poverty, loneliness, and human connection. But he never shows them as tragedies, more like little moments of hope hidden under sadness. The kid especially feels like a story about finding love in the unlikeliest place between two people who have nothing but each other. And the more I read about Chaplin, the more I understood how much he did himself. He directed, acted, edited, and even composed the music sometimes. His filmmaking style feels very personal, like he's talking directly to you, not through fancy shots or camera tricks, but through pure emotion. Every frame feels handmade, Like he wanted you to see the struggle but also laugh through it. And that's what makes Chaplin timeless. He didn't make comedy, he made humanity feel funny.